This is Jordan, the founder of singlecharity.com, and this is a quick video to explain what we are doing. As you know, as of April 2022, there are 4.2 million refugees from Ukraine, and so what we're about is not the first wave, which is housing and food, but the second wave, creating jobs and business opportunities through a concert, an album, a podcast, social media, to support a job fair and those who want to invest in refugee businesses. Now, the database, the podcast, social media, it's all dedicated to helping refugees connect with providers, investors, jobs, and businesses. And so the podcast, the album, social media, we're going to populate this database, and we're also going to promote the event. So for refugees, like I said, after you get the basics of food and shelter, the adults need to make money, and the children need counseling and education. And so the album, the events, the social media, the podcast, it's all trying to build awareness of these needs and partner people who want to help with those who need help. This phrase from one of our people on the team, art saves, it's the power of the artist's voice. And so yes, the music that we're creating, and if we get involved with visual arts as well, that will be about healing and about getting attention for the job fair and the business opportunity fair and these events. But we're also looking at this from a very technical perspective. So we have the site, singlecharity.com, and all the proceeds we get from vendors, the album, the concert, fundraisers, will all go to helping refugees. The only money that we're going to use is for 1 or 2 staff members, if possible, and to drive traffic to increase awareness of the events and of the database. And so it's a very lean organization. So as I said, we're organizing this job fair, but also there's going to be a business forum for people who want to get advice on their businesses or people who want to invest in some way. It doesn't have to be money, but in some way in business. And we're going to start that process way before August 24th. It's going to be online. It's going to be in the database. It's going to be through the podcast. It's going to be through social media. And so the music, and if we do this art gallery opening, it's all building the attention and focus and energy on helping people with this second wave of challenge that they face having been displaced. The plan right now is to hold this event on the same day in several locations at the same time. So it might even be Russia and Ukraine, depending on where we are on August 24th. But certainly, we're mainly focusing on Poland right now. So right now, what are we doing? A lot of things. But one of them I wanted to mention in this video is we're actively seeking musical and visual artists to collaborate with artists who fled the war. So if you're an artist refugee, we want to help you create art and use that art as part of our whole project. But also if you are a musical or visual artist here, especially if you're willing to donate your work to be auctioned off to help us with this project, which will help refugees find jobs or start their own companies. So money, education, and counseling is extremely important. And so that's the big question. How can refugees make money? And make money at the level they were making in Ukraine, right? So figure out what were their skill sets there and how can they translate to where they are now. And then also educating children and giving them counseling is extremely important. So we have these forms. They only take a few minutes. And they're basically to get refugees employed or able to start a business, but also we want to provide them with education, art, therapy, and counseling. So the job and investment fair, again, that's all energy from that is in the podcast and the album and the concert, pulling people in, and it's going to promote opportunities to get jobs, to show off crafts if you're a refugee that creates crafts, and to provide opportunities. And when refugees sell crafts and start businesses, then they can hire other refugees, and we're looking to create a new economy.